Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, Sheikh Abdullah, everyone's going to be going to Taraweeh, inshaAllah ta'ala, and we wanted to give people a video with the top 5 tips as to how to make the most of their Taraweeh experience. So, you give 3 and I'll give 2, inshaAllah ta'ala.
Bismillah. I think it's important for us, firstly, to remember that we should contemplate. Although we're going to the masjid and we're praying the 5 prayers, or if we're praying at home or wherever we may be, that time of Taraweeh is the extra time that we come together for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just contemplating over the fact that we come together and we make extra prayers together should remind us that this Sharia, this deen of Islam is something so comprehensive, and it has an ultimate goal for us to be together. Which leads me to the second point of community. We should never belittle the fact that whatever mosque you're in your individual mosques, together collectively, and us as an ummah, we are all a community. So all of those things that may happen at the beginning of the year, month of Ramadan, the differences that we may have, and just in general, the differences that we have as a community because of the diversity of thought, of experience. Always remember, when you walk in the masjid and you see everyone praying together after Salatul Isha, the last prayer of the day, remember how Allah wants all of us to be united as a community. And thirdly, I would say just the fact of consistency. The fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has legislated this month of Ramadan, and then at the very end of the day, before you go to sleep and go to work the next day, you're together as a community, you're contemplating over the greatness of Islam, the greatness of this legislation, and it's on a consistent basis. It's to condition us to be people that come together for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not just with our bodies, but with our hearts, inshallah.
All right, so number 4, what I would add to that, while you're being consistent with Taraweeh, and obviously you don't want to fall off with the nights, especially in the middle nights, make sure that you actually use the recitation of the Imam to gauge your own khatam, your own recitation. So if you're looking at where the Imam is reciting, read the chapter, the translation, in advance of Taraweeh that the Imam is going to be reading. Find out what he's going to be reading the next night, and always be a step ahead. That will keep you accountable to your Qur'an goals, and it's going to allow you to understand what the Imam is reciting and connect with it more. Finally, number 5, add 2 rak'ahs at home if you're praying in the masjid, because you want to ultimately have a qiyam habit that's going to outlive Ramadan, inshaAllah ta'ala. So even after witr, it's okay to pray 2 rak'ahs after witr when you get home, just so you can start to establish that habit of praying 2 rak'ahs at home. And those are our 5 tips for you. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. And of course, more than anything else, make sure you tune into Qur'an 30 for 30 every single night with Sheikh Abdullah and myself and our guest bidnillah as we reflect on the juz for that evening, and support Yaqeen now and always. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.